Epidemic Sound invited me and a few other creators to their Creator Summit in Stockholm some time ago, and I didn't know what to expect at all. But to give you a little hint already, I would find something there that changed my perspective on business quite a bit, and maybe it will change yours too. It's definitely a lot colder than in Thailand. You have only 2 degrees. I think I didn't experience 2 degrees for like 4 years or so. Looks like a little welcoming package. Thanks Epidemic Sound, but I actually have to lose weight. Okay, looks like I have to get a player for these. A few hours after arriving, I met other creators and Epidemic Sound brought us to a super fancy place for some talking sessions, great food and chatter with the others. Meeting other creators is always a good experience because it's very interesting and inspiring to know how other people approach their content creation, and I would also say that it makes being a content creator feel more real. During the talking sessions, I've already noticed why Epidemic Sound does such an event. I mean, it costs them a lot of money overall. So the reason is that it builds stronger relationships with people that use their service consistently, what helps them a lot to improve their offering. And that leads me to the mission statement, or the why of Epidemic Sound, which is soundtrack the world. Let's be honest, soundtrack the world is a big goal, and the better Epidemic Sound understands the needs of their customers and their artists and how they work, the better they can help everyone to soundtrack the world. I found that very inspiring because it's not just thinking like how can we make quick money, but they are really focused on improving their relationships to both their music artists and the creators they provide music for, so they do their best to support them as good as possible. On the next day, we visited the Epidemic Sound headquarters to meet some of the artists, including Hendrik, who you might know as Oi, and I'm 100% sure you've heard his music already, at least if you follow my channel, because it's my favorite artist from Epidemic Sound, and that gave their artists the opportunity to understand better how we creators work with their music, what helps them to produce the right tracks, or at least to optimize them. And Hendrik actually told us that he loves watching the videos that people create with his music, because it always surprises him to see the pictures his music puts in the minds of others. We also talked to some people from their website team to help them understand how we search for music on their website, so they can make it easier for creators to find the right music fast. That's actually something that I value a lot, because finding music can take a lot of time. I mean, you probably know that already. It was also nice to see the office building and how they tried to make it easy for their employees to be creative and have a good working experience.
Welcome, this is the game room.
They even have a PlayStation room. I think if I had a PlayStation available all the time, I would probably not work that much. Who drinks cappuccinos without sugar? I don't understand it. If I don't want sweet taste, then I drink an Americano. Where do you have sugar?
Oh, here.
Oh, she can solve my problem. That's great. Ultimately, the day ended with a super nice dinner and live performances by some of their top artists, so we had a really good night. So why is all of that important? Now, the trip showed me one thing that I never really understood about business, and that is having a strong why. I read and heard about that before, but the way how it's talked about always felt like just another marketing tactic to me, like use a why in your communication to connect better with customers, etc. You probably heard that before. However, by meeting Epidemic Sound and seeing how much they actually care about everything they do, I understood that their mission to soundtrack the world is not just marketing, it is a vision for the company, and everything they do has to point in this direction. And I think that changes the way to approach business, because if you see it like that, you're automatically more motivated and passionate, and that makes working a lot more fun. And if you think about it, even competition doesn't really exist anymore if you see it like that, because your competitors only work towards the same goal, just under another name. So ultimately they also make the world a better place in regards to your why, and they get a piece of the cake for that. So you don't even have to see your competitors as competition anymore. Now, the question is how you can use a why for your business, your YouTube channel, your podcast, or whatever you do. And seeing it from my own perspective, I always struggled with finding a why because it's hard to believe that you can actually make a difference in a world where so many people and businesses already work on pretty much every problem that exists. I mean, if I would stop making tutorials and reviews, there are still lots of other channels that people can watch. But that's the wrong way of seeing it, because everyone that contributes to something automatically adds his piece to the puzzle, and especially here on social media, it's important to have a big variety of different thoughts, viewing angles, and experiences, so people can learn different ways of doing things and find what works best for them. So no matter how small you are, you can actually have an impact. And I think most important for your why is that it inspires and motivates you and that it creates value for others. I have a small request for you. When I started my channel, my first why was simply that I wanted to share my travel videos somewhere. And after a while it changed to wanting to become better at videography by sharing more videos, and later I added tutorials because I knew that I won't travel full time for the rest of my life. So I didn't want to be a travel channel, and I must admit that over the past 2 to 3 years I didn't really have a why anymore for my channel. I just made videos. Right now I also want to change my content a bit, and I want to tell more stories and vlog more instead of only doing reviews and tutorials. So if you're already a subscriber for a while, I would like to know from you why you subscribed and what you would like to see more on my channel, because that helps me to define a new why and a direction for it. So comment below, and if you still need music for your videos, check out Epidemic Sound. And no, this video is not sponsored by them, even if it sounds like that. They're just a great company. The music is great, they're very affordable, and you can get the first 30 days for free with the link in the description below. So check them out. And aside from that, I hope that you got some value from this video, maybe some inspiration for your YouTube channel or so. If that's the case, please leave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I see you in upcoming videos. Bye.